It's All Been Done Radio Hour is a live show in Columbus, Ohio, recorded monthly at Mad Lab Theater. Check out our website, www.itsallbeendoneradiohour.com, for details. So, welcome out to the second Meet the Cast episode. With us, we have cast member Nathan Haley. Say hello, Nathan.
Hello, Nathan.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hello, everyone. Wait, who's this to?
This is going on the podcast so the listening audience can get to know you.
Oh, hello, listening audience.
And you notice you are second.
Yes.
Which I know is one of your pet peeves that you hate, is being second.
It is.
But this was scheduled before I realized you hated it so much.
That's okay.
So anyway, you play Daniel Kravitz, Chosen One.
I do. Yes. That is my character. That is who I play.
Quit whining, Danny.
Oh, I hate it when you call me Danny.
It is. And as of right now, when they hear this, they will have heard 2 episodes of Daniel Kravitz. So
Okay.
you can't give away anything past episode 2. Which,
I don't even remember what I did.
well, the first one you slayed the giant worm creature with teeth and pinchers.
Damn right I did. Kicked its ass.
And the second one
Can
you
I say
beheaded-
ass? I said ass.
You can say ass. It's fine.
Now there's been 4. That was 5 asses.
5 asses?
Now, okay.
6 asses?
Okay, now that we have 7 asses.
7 asses?
Now, so yes, that was a daring feat.
And then
I was lucky to be alive.
So, yes. The second episode was when you fought the monster goes at the green.
Yes,
and
that
you cut
was
off his
it.
head.
A long battle, arduous battle, but in the end, I remained victorious.
You did. So, don't spoil anything else about future upcoming episodes because you've actually recorded,
I will not.
like 5 or 6 episodes of Daniel Kravitz?
I believe we have.
So, lots more coming down the podcast.
Yes, a lot more action. Can't give anything away, but his character develops a lot. I'm actually pretty proud of how it's going.
And how
Am I allowed
did
to say that? I can do that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you get the part and get involved with the show?
I was banging the writer at the time.
You said that you wouldn't talk about that publicly.
And he said, you know what? I've got a part for you. And I said, is it bigger than the part I'm writing right now? And he said, it's bigger than that. And then once I figured out he wasn't talking about his wiener, we were talking about a show. And I'm like, oh my God, that'd be wonderful.
You do realize.
Just as well as this.
Yes. You have the distinct pleasure of you are the only main character that was never opened up for audition. You're making faces. But it is, how many times...
Ladies and gentlemen of the listening audience, if you could see my faces, they are hilarious.
How many times in the months leading up to this show did I say, hey, Nathan, send me an audition?
I don't know, 50?
And how many times did you send me an audition?
50.
0.
Oh, sorry, I get my numbers. I get numbers mixed up. The answer is none.
None. So that's when I decided I had to write a part around you and create a Daniel Kravitz Chosen One. That was the last of the 5 programs created for this podcast because I was like, he's not going to audition. I just need to build a show around him.
That's what you gotta do. I'm a diva.
You are a diva, even though you call me a diva.
You are a diva.
The other contribution Nathan has to the show, besides playing Daniel Kravitz Chosen One, is he writes all the music for the theme songs,
Yes,
which he hates.
I do. No, that's not true. I do like it. It's just it's rewarding. It's hard to complain. It really is hard to complain when you get everyone together and people like it, and then people want to ask, like, you know, they have ideas. So sometimes, I mean, to anyone out there who writes anything, I mean, Jimmy can attest to this as well. It can be writing anything, but you do it because it's something you have a passion for. And as much as I do complain every time I write something for this. I complain and get angry, but I wouldn't change any of it for the world. I do love contributing to the show in that way. If there's one thing that I can do to contribute outside of Daniel Kravitz or...
You've played some guest characters in
Yeah,
some other episodes as well.
yeah.
Now, why would you say a thing like that, dummy?
But if there's anything else that I can do that makes me feel like a part of the show, it's writing the music. It is wonderful to be allowed to do it.
What is your favorite theme song you've done so far?
Mine.
Daniel Kravitz?
Was born in the city of Columbus, Ohio. It was the tallest one in my class, standing 6 feet tall. By the time I hit grade 5,
because I was fine because I didn't have to go off of.
Bad singing.
I didn't have to go bad. No. Yes, I'll be nice because this is an interview and I'm in your home. I'm in Jimmy's home, staring at his new cat mansion that he has. Anyway, I forgot what we were talking about.
The Daniel Kravitz theme song.
Oh my gosh, my theme song! I love my theme song. Just because I got to do more with it. I didn't have to worry about writing for somebody else. I could just write for me because I like to sing high and I like to sing low, and it's really hard to write that for other people. So that's why I enjoyed it because I was giving musical liberty.
I really like the name.
And I can sing in one key. I can sing in one key and know that it's going to end in the same key, and that just makes it easier to write. No offense to somebody else here.
Me.
You, absolutely, freaking you.
Poor Nathan. How the theme songs usually go is I cannot sing in key, but I will write the lyrics and then sing poorly what I have in my head as a theme song, and then Nathan tries to interpret that into a real theme song.
And the good news is what Jimmy has going on in his head actually turns out pretty good. He's just Daniel Kravitz is my favorite. All of them have been.
I didn't send you a melody for that. That one was really a lot you. I just sent you lyrics.
It was 100% me.
It was.
You sent me poor words, not lyrics. Oh no, it is lyrics. Yeah.
Yes, I sent you.
Edit that out. I don't want to seem wrong. I don't want to seem wrong on the radio. No.
Not
Now they have a mistake.
That's fine.
3, 2, 1. Anyway, but all the music's been a joy, and I just love it. Love to be a part of it. Checks in the mail, so that's great. Love that.
You were not in the first show. Why is that? Don't flick me off. We're talking.
I actually don't know. I don't know when the first show was.
It was July of 2015. You were in another show at the time called Our Town.
Oh, I was in a play. Yeah, I was actually one of the lead roles. Sorry, I'm really not dumb in person.
No, he's just very tired tonight.
I'm very dumb right now.
I'm putting him on the spot.
Ignorant.
After his bedtime.
Yes, it is after my bedtime after a long day. No, I was in Our Town and I missed it. Yeah. So everything was completely
new.
new.
You were a little bit miffed at me that I didn't wait for you to do the first show.
I don't remember. It's whatever you say.
Well,
base it off of Jimmy's interpretation. I have no idea. I honestly, I don't remember. I was too busy, performing for an actual, lots of people. Like hundreds.
The podcast audience has a lot of people.
I know, and I'm excited about that. I think it's growing so much. Every month there's more people, and there's different people. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I like is that it's never just the same people. So I think, hopefully eventually more and more people get to come out, and those who have seen it return. I think it's just wonderful. Each month it just seems to one-up itself, lack of a better term. That's what I like about it.
Yeah,
and the cast, oh my gosh, can I talk about the cast?
Please.
So, as Jimmy said, I was too good for this show. So, since I wasn't getting any other parts, I was like, I'll just downgrade and do something that my fat friend wrote. So, I come my first month, and everybody here has some talent that's just, I know it's just wonderful. Some people are really good at voices. Some people, their timing is amazing. It's wonderful to be a part of a cast that seems so well prepared. It's just absolutely wonderful. And it's amazing how they can just interpret what is written and, make it their own. They don't just rely on Jimmy, how should this line go? Well, how should this line go? Where should I be? What should I do? They're taking liberties. And I think each month, the liberties are being written for, and that's what makes it just better each month, I think.
Yeah, and a lot of them have given me voices that I've actually built while you were the first, and I built a whole sketch around you. Since
you did.
Since then, there have been a number of actors that have given me a voice that I've then built characters around because it's something they've come up with and have worked really well in our program.
We're talking about me right now. I spent 30 seconds talking about others. Now It's back to me.
Okay. The other thing besides Daniel Kravitz is you're about to play a major character in The Scary Dad, which we can't talk much about, but
it's good because I can't remember the voice I do. It's so bad. I practiced it on the way here, and I'm like, I think that's it. I really hope that's it. So, I don't want to give anything away. Mainly because I can't. Because I really don't. I did the voice, and thank the Lord for technology, because this was 40 years ago. 30 years ago, I would probably be cut because I can't remember what I did.
Well, we'll just tease that starting in episode 4, you're
But it's fun,
introduced, and you're a major character moving forward for a bit.
Yes. And I can't tell you anything about this episode because I haven't looked at it yet, because I am known for procrastinating, and I basically sight read everything, which is actually funny if you ever... We should have, like, somebody win a chance to, like, sit in on an audition, because I think that'd be... Or not an audition, but, like...
Or the rehearsals. Yeah, I've started recording the rehearsals, so maybe I'm going to release...
Oh, my gosh, that'd be hilarious.
I recorded tonight. Sandra recorded last month.
Well, okay.
So...
Oh, yeah, the future episodes, oh, my gosh, I will, like, almost piss my pants laughing, or I'll be like, what the... Like, why am I reading this? Why did he write... It's funny, so if you get a chance to listen to the outtakes... Oh my gosh, they are hilarious.
What cracks me up, and I think cracks the rest of the cast up, is you do come in completely cold. And there was a particular guest star you played in the Scary Dead episode 2.
This is gonna be, you know how hard this is going to be to talk about without giving anything away.
We can give away what it is, just not in terms of the larger story.
I'm not going. You go.
So in episode 2 of the Scary Dead, which will be coming to the podcast in early April here, Nathan plays one of 2 brothers. Redneck brothers that are along the road, and they get...
Okay.
They get into a little trouble, and we're doing the cold reading, and Nathan's like, saying a line, and then stopping, and then saying a line, and then he's like, God, I'm so rapey in this scene. And
I feel like a rapist.
Cast cracking up, because everybody else had pre-read it and knew you were going to be like a rapist, and you did not.
I did not. I just thought I'd be an asshole because I do really well. I play either kind or asshole very well. I don't usually have a middle.
And the audition packet didn't have any of the rapey bits. It just had the asshole part.
Which I totally auditioned for parts in an orderly and timely manner.
You did.
No, that was in the car, but
it still happened ahead of the deadline.
In the car about 20 minutes before midnight.
Still happened before the deadline. The deadline's noon, so you were over 12 hours.
Do I wasn't noon the next day?
Yeah.
Hey-o!
It's always noon.
Bitches.
So how did you get into acting in the first place? Give us some of your background.
How much time we got? Okay, I'll try to shorten it. Elementary. Robin Roberts, actually, Jimmy and I grew up together. At least I know him, at least from kindergarten. I don't know earlier. I probably made fun of him at like Kitchen's Cardinals when we were like 3 or 4. But other than that, I've known Jimmy my entire life. Robin Roberts, our first music director.
She wasn't our first music teacher.
She wasn't my first music teacher? Who was?
She came in 1st or 2nd grade.
Who was our kindergarten?
Teacher. I can't remember her name, but I can see her face in my head.
Was she really old?
She wasn't really old, but she may have been close to retirement age.
I thought she was our first. Okay, well,
no,
I'm sorry.
Roberts was our second teacher.
Then I apologize. Well, anyway, then what I know is my first until I can be told the other one. She's still my first.
Well, she was obviously very influential.
Yes, she just teaching me music, and then just like the little plays that we did, and then that grew, and then obviously Stephanie Stevens. In middle school, I mean, what she did, I never was like, when I saw kids like belittling music and saw how she handled it, I'm like, well, if she can respect it, maybe I can respect it. And then I finally got a part. I started actually getting parts, and I wasn't just in a chorus. Like Pirates of Penzance, I was Samuel. And How to Eat Like a Child. I always thought it was cool because my name was John, and I had a best friend named John at the time, and I used to kid around that, I'm the new John, the better John. But anyway, between Robin Roberts, Stephanie Stevens, as far as the acting side, and then Jessica Sneeringer and Mark Perulakar, mainly my band directors that got me to like playing in pits. And like the writing of music, not just, acting, but the writing of music, what goes into creating it so the actors can even interpret the music in the first place. So a lot of influential directors, and so many different cast members. Bruce Thompson, for one, just, pulling me aside and telling me how, take it further, take almost like the Magic School Bus, Miss Frizzle, take chances, make mistakes. As corny as that sounds, it's what you've got to do. And it's just great, simple words to live by. And if you believe you can do it, you can. It's not a cliche. I hate interviews. I sound like a cliche, and I'm thinking of Mr. Deal.
Yes.
I hate that guy. I don't hate him. respect him. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking of right now. But that's what you got to do, and that's why I hate it and enjoy it all at the same time.
Well, and you not only did plays through elementary, middle school, high
plays
school,
in middle schools.
You continue to do after high school as well, community
Yes.
productions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a particular role that is one of your favorites that you've played that speaks to you?
The best role, I think, as far as just learning everything, the Tin Man. Honestly, because he didn't have a heart. I don't have a heart.
He's tall, you're tall.
He's tall, I'm tall. He gets a heart, which I tried to rewrite. I tried to rewrite that, but Wizard of Oz is what it is. I'd be like, all right. But honestly, the Tin Man was one of my favorite roles to ever play. What? Oh, Tommy. In Brigadoon, because Tommy was one of the first characters that I ever played, I always make, I'm a bass, and I'm a bass singer naturally. So when I got a part for a tenor, tenors are usually those the tenors are going to get the girl, the tenors can't do anything wrong, they're sweet, and the ladies all love the lead, but everybody else oh my God, I want to shoot that kid. And I hate those people, and then I became one. But it was actually fun and nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh, learning all those words. But very rewarding to actually play the nice guy, to not play an evil person or a grandpa or, somebody with this ulterior motive. Just playing somebody who's kind at heart. It was a stretch, but very, very rewarding. I say Tommy was one of the hardest, but yes, most influential roles I'd ever played.
If you could play a part and
Gaston.
Well, okay, sure. And I was going to say on the radio, bring it back to the radio show, but
sorry, go ahead.
No. You'd like to play Gaston.
Oh my gosh! If I could be Gaston in Beauty and the Beast, or I'm blanking. Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd. Sorry, God, that's so embarrassing. Sweeney Todd or the Judge.
The Judge.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And those would be the top two characters if I could ever play as far as a Broadway setting, which I am not very good at. I say Broadway, but what I really mean is community theater where there's $500 and that's the budget you have. But those would be the two characters I would love to portray.
Oh, yeah, I can see
Oh
that.
my gosh, I would love it, love it, love it. Now to the question you were actually going to ask.
Okay. In the radio show, what part that do you not play that you would wish you were playing?
Kake. I actually like Who Grappa because it's so simple, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
We need a substitute Who Grappa next month.
Ooh. Wait, am I allowed to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they've heard Who.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
They've heard 2 episodes of Universe Journey at this point.
Oh my gosh, that's right. You did say it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think what I like most about this, it seems like I'm putting in a semicolon here, but I am bringing the sentence back. Everybody does such a good job. I try to think of a part that I wouldn't want, if that makes any sense. Honestly, even listen, like the porn star detective. Wait,
Sure.
can I say that?
Yeah. They've heard 2 episodes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. This is a horrible interview. I'm sorry, everybody. If you're still listening, you get a gold star.
I appreciate you making efforts to not spoil things for the audience.
Anyway, but the porn star detectives, I'll sit there, I'll sit there, why the hell am I trying to mimic them?
Uh-huh.
So I don't. In Cowboy Joe, and then Joe, one of the cast members of the show, doing his little kid voices or his cowboy voices and stuff like that. I almost will sit and try to interpret everything. Mm-hmm. But I know Kake is probably one that Kake or Who I think would be fun to do if I had to pick 2, but I'll sit there and try to mimic everybody. And then Shane, by golly, any voice he does is it's like crack, except I can legally have it. I don't have to fight people for it.
Well, you're in Daniel
Drugs are
Kravitz.
bad.
You're in Daniel Kravitz, you're in The Scary Dad. In one of the other 3 sketches, are you just dying to have a part in that and participate in one of those stories?
I'd love to participate in anything. What I like about the writing is each month it's amazing to hear how the story progresses, and then you want to become a part of it. So it would be wonderful to be in in any of them, honestly. It's a simple question to answer, but a hard question to answer as far as wording at the time, because I can't think of one that if I were given a part, I would, oh, no, I don't want to do that, because the second I think that, because I was thinking, oh, wait, I'm playing a hillbilly, this is stupid. And then I get there, and then we rehearse it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is fun. And then I'm like, what the hell am I reading? What is going on? And then I'm like, crap, now I'm this guy. But then it turns out to be great. So any
Why do you
part.
think it turns out to be great?
I think it's the chemistry.
Yeah.
It's the chemistry of the cast and Jimmy knowing his cast members, because you have to know what they know what they can do, and which I'm assuming is really hard to do, which it just goes so well. There hasn't been a month where I'm like, well, this, we kind of missed the mark. It's like watching that TV show where it just doesn't seem like it's digressing. Like you always have progress. You don't have like any digression. I mean, in my opinion. So,
Sure.
And this isn't brown nosing.
So you've written theme songs now for 4 of the 5 shows. Scary Dead. We don't have a theme song.
No.
Right. And
but
we're not going to
actually, I forgot about that. Like my second favorite theme song is "The Scary Dead," because I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I don't have to effing write a damn thing. But the first episode, I didn't see. So when Jimmy's like, when we did another episode of "The Scary Dead," and Jimmy's like, "Okay, everybody ready for the theme song?" I'm waiting for him to bring it up on his computer, and he's not getting up, he's not doing anything, and everybody's just, am I allowed to give away the? Okay,
yeah.
So it's just like everybody's going, like that's it, and it's hilarious.
It's like the Lost opening tone, but with zombies.
Yeah. So that is what I just thought was hilarious, because A, I didn't have to write, and B, it's just funny, because you think there's going to be music, and I'm hearing all these different chords in my head, and it's just people screaming. That's all it is.
Well, what I was saying, if you've written this 4 of the 5, and you've written the actual whole show opening theme, is there another song you have in your head that you would like to see included in the show for something? It doesn't have to be something I'm going to force you to write. I'm just saying, is there something in the show that speaks to you that go, oh, a song would go really well with that?
I want to do an intro for the show, not a beginning theme song, not something like as the cast comes into, but something like beforehand, like with an introduction.
A fanfare.
Yeah, like an introduction that we've talked about, and definitely almost like a schmaltzy closing. Like you think of how the Emmys end, how the Oscars end.
I have an ending anthem that I wanted to talk to you about later.
But something like that.
Yeah.
And then more, I don't know if interspersed is the word, but it was like scene changes. Mm-hmm. I don't know the technical term.
Yeah.
But more, although funny story, the hardest thing I have written is 11 seconds long. No, it's probably shorter than that because we've sped it up.
Yes.
It was originally 16 seconds because I had to put in a slow thing and a fast thing, and then it wasn't good enough. I have on my phone saved 8 takes just of rewriting 12 to 16 seconds of the porn star detective. Just a segue in between, I guess, where the sketch goes, in between where the scenes go. But that's so fun. So that's something I want to do, is get more of that, just to make it feel like more radio, and to get because it is radio. Unless you're there, everything is just people listening. Mm-hmm. So just something like to have that music spark that emotion of where are they going? Oh, the music's fast and it's this, and maybe they're going to it's have we done TTT yet?
Actually. There's only been one episode, Top Notch, on the podcast,
I
and we
can
didn't
say
have a
it.
theme song for it.
No, I know, but I can say that though, right?
Yeah,
I can say Top Notch. Okay, so the Top Notch Tango, not to copyright Batman, da 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 pum pow, the Top Notch Tango's about to go fight crime, or something more laid back, like digga 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 digga. Now she's going into the city to go eat dinner with Captain.
Comptroller.
Caveman? No, who's that?
Captain Comptroller.
Who's her love interest?
Oh, Carl Darling.
Carl Darling, God. I'm only in that fucking show. Anyway, something where like it's setting up so people can hear, like maybe anticipate where it's going. That's something more I want to do. But just right now, it's just,
Yeah, I think
I'm so busy living the glamorous life, that I can't.
Yeah, I think Top Notch is the only other one I've asked you for an inner scene music at this point.
Yeah, but like I mean, especially. What's the space one we tried?
Universe Journey.
Gosh, thank you, Universe Journey. That'd be great to have Segway, just because they're kind of always doing adventurous stuff, and maybe even almost like a death theme, because it seems like
somebody dies.
Am I allowed? Are we allowed to say that might be happening?
Well, there have been 2 episodes, and only one character has died in the very first episode.
So if future episodes have people that die, I think in theory.
Well, yeah, we can say other people die.
Okay, so other people die. I think Universe Journey would be fun to have like some like little death theme.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just because it's funny how they die and how the people react to it. So I think that'd be funny. But those are the songs pieces, because there are no words. The pieces that I would think of to write over anything else. As far as giving like a character themselves another theme. I would say the only reason I would do that is like because all the villains in Top Notch Tangler have been. Oh, sorry. Up until now, I think a villain should have a theme to kind of. Sure. But it's one of those things where
you only have 7 hours.
You only have It's great to want it, but if I were dreaming, that's what my.
If I win the lottery,
if I win a lot, oh my gosh! If I could just write music full time, I would write everything. Like Jimmy lets out a silent fart while his show's going on. I will write music for it. Or girl adjusts her bra. I would write anything if I had more free time. But yeah,
that's fine. So before we end, I did something with episode 1 that I've stolen from another podcast that I like, where you get to ask the next month's guest a question ahead of time, and you'll have to answer one from the previous guest. This Meet the Cast is a regular thing that happens about once every 5 to 6 weeks. So I have a question from our first guest that they wanted to ask you, and I want you to give us a question for the next guest. So Dallas will be the third Meet the Cast episode. Ask a question of Dallas that I will put to him.
Who is Dallas?
Ratcliffe.
Oh,
Sister Sexy.
that little short guy.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just kidding. Dallas is actually really freaking hilarious. How he took that. Can I say the waiter?
Yeah.
Okay. How he took that waiter sketch, which is probably something that was just meant to be.
It was
a throwaway, and then make it actually interesting. That French. That was great. It's a good thing this minute of awkward pause will be edited out so that this will seem like it's flowed more. What to ask Dallas? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? God,
okay,
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
I will pose that question to him. And now your question, which comes from our first cast member, who I will not reveal.
I'll listen to this.
I understand, and we even talked about that on the first episode, which hasn't aired yet. It goes off this weekend.
It's probably Nick.
I'm not telling you who it is, but they want to know.
Is it Nick?
I'm not telling you.
Nick?
They would like to know.
Wait, he or she? You can't say they. They is a group. Member, they is not singular.
This cast member would like to know: do you feel like a Eugene?
Do I feel like a Eugene? You interviewed Wendy?
No.
You're lying.
No.
Wendy's not the first one?
No, she wasn't.
Ah, God. Well, I don't know how to answer that. Angrily, obviously.
It was Nick.
Do what? No, I got it. I knew it was down to 2. I'm trying to think of how he's using that. Because I'm not gonna let him get me down. I'm not going to let him get me down. So I do feel like a Eugene at times. I like it because sometimes you just need that. You need that like a euphoria, but Eugenia.
Okay.
Okay, you need that. That's copyrighted. You can't just steal that. That's mine.
I got you.
You almost need that Eugenius thing going on just to get you through the day. If you can see me right now, I am frustrated as all get. I know. I'm not gonna let him beat me. I love my middle name. That's pretty much the joke. I hate when people call me it though, because it's always derogatory. Yes, God, it's stupid. It's stupid because it spells dick, and I hate it.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's really close to dick.
Well, Daniel is kind of a dick.
Yeah, a dick. I'm trying to think of the whatever language where they go, it sounds like dickhead. That's what I feel like every time I hear my stupid name, and when freaking Abby Reynolds says my name in future episodes, I don't know, I can't remember if she does or not, so I'm not going to give anything away and get in trouble.
She calls you Daniel Eugene Kravitz.
She does. Yes. God. But it's acting, but at least I get to be pissed off in the show too.
Well, real quick, because we didn't cover this, you and Wendy have known each other for a very long time as well.
Unfortunately.
You've known her almost as long as you've known me.
Unfortunately.
So what is it like playing Daniel and Abby against somebody that you've known forever?
Well, she's always been a B-level actor. So what's really hard is because she's just horrible. So I have to up my game to make her seem like she's worthy of being here. No! Acting! Wendy is wonderful.
I'm going to cut that right there.
You what? No, leave it in. She's not going to listen. I'm
going to let you see the horrible things, and I'm going to cut it.
Oh, just cut it right there. Don't even go to this next part. Don't even go to this next part. No, she's wonderful. She knows how to read me. She and I have been improvising stuff, oh my gosh, since middle school and high school. Actually, the most improv we usually do is like in band. Like we would just go off on rants. And so if I ever take something somewhere or do something, she's usually really good about segueing coming back. Mm-hmm. So, love her to death and really glad that she is a part of the cast.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much.
And Wendy, hopefully, if you didn't get to hear this part, I'm sorry, because I'll forget that I ever did this. So
I'm not going to cut any of it. I will leave the whole thing. But thank you very much for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
And for all of your help and participation in the show.
I do a lot.
You do.
I do a lot, and I should be rewarded.
You have a whole schedule. What do you want? Okay, well, have a good night.
All right, have a good night. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.